growing up in my online friend's GC, and they will not stop debating how either right or completely awful this video is. It is literally just 10 minutes of a low-rent donkey clone trying to say BRM5 sucks, and it's honestly funny in its own right. What do you guys think? Who thinks in Seattle can make psychotic 9-minute videos like this? All the videos are about how BRM5 sucks. We got shot trying to run our job, and then you start on the
Operation Cryo is here for Blackhawk Rescue Mission.
Alpha, we got work to do, dude.
Okay. Blackhawk Rescue Mission 5 sucks major gorilla dick. Right off the bat, I'm disliked for copying Donkey for this format and shitting on Platinum 5's Ghost Recon Wildcats. Oof. God, why did I even speak like that? Dude, we need to get one thing out of the way. The very first video we made on BRM5 was not even written by BCP or me. We kind of edited things here and there and then used some extra notes from the original message that it was taken from. But other than that, it literally wasn't written by us. But we've used that deleted Discord user's message as kind of a basis for how we would roll this channel out later on. And it's gonna end in the same way. Now, for some of you guys who've been subscribed since this video, this is probably something you've been wanting to hear for a long time. Is BRM5 better than it originally was 2 years ago? Yes, it is. Is it a good game, on the other hand? It's okay. This is a very genuine shocker to some of you, because Zombies recently came out, and it is undeniably a blast for you. But don't worry, we actually found Zombies to be quite good. The one thing I enjoyed about Zombies a lot is, well, the fact it managed to carry over the original intensity of BRM1 and 2. I mean, if you go into BRM1 specifically, it's quite easy in comparison to BRM2, but during this time, it was hammering home the concept of play stupid games, win stupid prizes. If you knew what to do, you pretty much breezed through it. But most kids didn't, and it was definitely one of the harder games for them as a result. Blackhawk Rescue Mission 5 understood the assignment of its original ancestors and made it just as nutty as it was before. Trying to get the fuck out of New York City through an exfil point that will take hours on some occasions to even happen is genuinely a fucking amazing. For one, you are not just trying to extract yourself out of the city, you are actively trying to fight for the best possible performance in order to get as much cash as you can for that performance. And I think this gameplay loop of fighting for this little letter grade at the end of each extraction is pretty fucking good, because honestly, even if the New York map was dog shit, or even tinier than what it currently is, honestly, just fighting for this little letter grade and then getting to the goddamn ship and then doing it over and over and over again, it is genuinely good. More developers need to realize that replayability doesn't just come from memorable levels and maps. I mean, it can happen. Some people still come back to Cave Story and it doesn't really have a letter grade for performance. I mean, I get it, but you can't really transcend half the time. So in order to artificially do it, which I know it sounds bad, you have to throw in a bone for us to chew on just a little bit. This is what especially makes certain difficult games a goddamn thrill to learn and practice and enjoy. If Hotline Miami never had a letter grade system, I guarantee you 90% of you would never even think about coming back to the levels, because you'd just be burnt out on the first playthrough altogether. You don't want to go through fucking dead ahead. You don't want to do it on hard, and you especially don't want to do it with an S rank. But here it is. Here's the letter grade system. Go for it, asshole. And here's a leaderboard too. A simple feature like this can absolutely amplify your experience, and for us, it definitely did. It is still currently a struggle to get a rank higher than B+, but God, we are both working on it. All right, BCP is working on it. I'm working on it. We really want to get our goddamn bragging rights in here, because goddamn is it so fun, so monotonous sometimes, but ultimately very invigorating and just downright terrifying, especially the gameplay loop that comes after extracting, because once you get on the ship, you finally become the Blackhawk Rescue Mission. You're not just there to save your fellow people stuck inside the city. You have missions. It's not that much of an upgrade from the flaws that we pointed out, because if you remember from the original video, we said something about Ubisoft filler missions, right? But it's not that bad this time. I promise you, it's not that bad this time. For one, the missions actually come with more context, and two, the mission givers are essentially given more screen time. And yeah, these mission givers are kind of one-dimensional, just like how we pointed out in the original video, but what we neglected to point out in the original video is that one-dimensionality can actually be bypassed if you just shove enough screen time on someone. There are a lot of iconic one-dimensional characters out there that, you know, are beloved because of ample enough screen time and ample enough memorability. These characters, even though they're not as close, it's okay. It genuinely is okay, and this is something that we can honestly live with. With how New York is designed, the missions inside this already intense environment does the work for them, especially when you get into unplanned situations like, you know, not really thinking about the fact it's already nighttime, so you have to run from a whole fucking horde before you can even begin the mission, and then you have to sit in a building for like 10 minutes and then come out during daytime. Shit like this is just...
It's brilliant. It's fucking brilliant. Like, period. It's fucking brilliant.
Now, Zombies is definitely not without issues because laggy servers can get you killed, and oh my god, there is a lot of laggy servers out currently. There's also the token system, which is not actually that big of a deal, but it is slightly problematic, just slightly. If you want to buy all these tokens so that way you can just focus on missions as the rescuer, you can do that. It's also understandable too, because it's clearly trying to cater towards a grind, just like everything else outside of Zombies. And like we mentioned before, the map, it's not big. Verona Red feels exponentially bigger than this. However, these issues are something we're honestly chill with because, well, we know for a fact that this is going to get updated alongside everything else. This game has changed a lot in 2 years. I mean a lot. A lot of good things have come out. The LMGs, even though they should have been there since the fucking beginning. The lack of intel hunting, thank fucking god. The genuine difficulty of fighting these goddamn areas now. Like, holy shit, you don't have to just cheese it. You have to actually go for certain objectives in order to compromise the area a little bit more realistically. You need to coordinate more. It's spectacular. But that's kind of where it ends. For one, in a lot of raids, it's not really pleasant trying to clear people out as a 20-man squad, surrounded on all fronts by like 90 different people, and then by the time you manage to clean out enough space, 20 fucking reinforcements just spawn in, and then you have to just kind of redo it again. This constant backstepping, I feel like might have actually been intentional, but it feels honestly more stressful than it is enjoyable. And not the good kind of stressful. The good kind of stressful comes from Zombies mode. In Ronograd, having to deal with the constant spawn waves, having to deal with constant down teammates, getting shredded by aimbot enemies all of a sudden, it's a little bit much than it is balanced. I think everyone here can kind of agree on that. But at the end of the day, when it works as intended, and when these goddamn spawn waves in a raid isn't getting in your ass, it is absolutely satisfying to finally come together as an entire server to raid that claustrophobic fucking bunker. And then you have to do it again. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. You see why I'm saying BRM5 is okay? Unfortunately, the one thing that is holding BRM5 back is the fact that it's a small development team. I know how harsh we were in the beginning, but this team has clearly proven that they are capable, but given their size, it is going to take a long time for them to get out of any stage of monotony. Just because Ronograd is more enjoyable now, it doesn't mean everyone's suddenly not sick of it. BRM5 is unfortunately a game that, while it has proven its capabilities, has a scope that is abysmally high. We all do want to see them reach that scope, because they've clearly proven it today with Zombies. But even Zombies itself is going to eventually get repetitive because they are not able to shell out updates at a rapid enough pace. And that's kind of the curse of being behind a live service project, because when you go live service, everyone is expecting something in a respectable amount of time. That's gonna put a lot of fucking stress on you. Your biggest moneymaker is also the biggest pain in your fucking ass. I'm not sure that really justified removing a bunch of content though. Seriously, again, take all the time you need, because you're clearly evolving to turn this game into something super fucking big later down the line. But to take out content with each update again and again for it, something has to be done at this point, man, because Viper purists have been without the 810 for a while now. And I'm sure the 810 players from that era are loving Zombies in this game. And I bet they're wishing just as much as the other dudes that are still around to mow these fuckers down with a goddamn 810. We need our boys down on the ground in New York City screaming, "Who was a fucking tank killer?" flies in and burn these motherfuckers. Otherwise, the longer it's like this, the more BRM5 is just going to be okay. Not good, but definitely way too fucking far from bad, but just okay. Speed is the only thing that is letting BRM5 down, and I think everyone can learn a valuable lesson out of it. But it'll be worth the wait. If they don't want to expand their size, well, shit. These 2 years have already surprised us. Another 2 years, I'm sure the next update's gonna blow my fucking head off. And until that day comes, we're hopeful. Blackhawk Rescue Mission is back, baby. Oh, Oh, you thought this video was over. Listen. It is not a Guys in Seattle video without so much fucking pessimism. You have been hearing optimism up the goddamn ass, despite us calling it an okay game. No. We have to call content creators out.
Game Load Entertainment takes their time and gives the player a stable, replayable, and albeit addictive game for those who enjoy military shooters. I've been around the BRM5 scene since early 2020. Over 5 years on this game, and I'm still coming back to it for its addictive gunplay and highly detailed gun design.
You think Operation Resurgence was good? You thought Viper was good? Suck my d-
One more game.